Okay, horse lovers, this is a ride that I had on Vanna, obviously, where she was actually a little bit tense, and that's somewhat rare for her. But this day I hadn't ridden her for a couple of weeks because the arena was too wet, and it's actually fairly windy out. You can't really tell it a whole lot in this video. So here's what I'm doing. Every time we get to a spot where she feels the need to look around, like there, and she already did one time before that, I'm just gonna circle around and try to circle big enough that I go back to a spot where she didn't feel like she needed to check out the environment, and revisit that place again, right? Rehearsal will change the value of a stimulus, all right? So if I go back and do it again, then she's less likely to escalate her feedback. I'm using my inside leg primarily to turn her. Good girl. Nice licking a chew that says that we've completed a cycle of allostasis, right? We've satisfactorily dealt with a mildly stressful situation, and it's come to a complete resolution. Now we can do another one if we want to continue to build resilience. So I'm using my inside leg to steer her, and how responsive she is to that leg also tells me how stressed she is. If her mind is distracted by the environment, she's less likely to hear me when I use my cues to try to steer her. So it's not okay. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, never to ignore me. And so you'll see me here and there tap her on her hip with my stick to be more compelling than whatever's grabbed her attention, right? So that we can be 100% consistent with it's okay to be bothered, it's okay to be distracted, it's not okay to ignore me. So I basically just repeat that, going in both directions around my arena until she feels like she's been seen and heard, right? That until we've revisited all the different places in the arena that might have value that I don't want it to have, right? That we can have a neutral feeling in the arena. Now, her moments of distraction and feeling, a teeny bit stressed are super mild, really not a big deal, right? But if I ignore them, they have the potential to escalate, right? So it's so important for us to really key into all the little things our horses do to let us know that, that their defense mechanisms are triggered to various degrees, right? She's not spooking. She's not super tight in her walk or anything like that. Now, I sped it up because it's just me doing the same thing for the rest of the video. But all she's doing that indicates to me that she might be having some kind of a problem is lifting her head and looking around. I don't want her to feel wrong for feeling the need to look around. So you'll see that I don't try to prevent her from doing that. I give her a spot to look around, and then I try to put her back on task, right? So now I've stopped circling her and just started to see if can I just use my inside leg to bring her mind back to me. You'll see her ear come to me and then go away and come to me. That's when I've touched her with my leg, and if it's working, then I feel like we're in a good spot. She lifted her head there because she's expecting a cookie, okay? Full disclosure. So I hope that helps you a little bit, give you something to think about when you're warming up the next time you ride.